Hey everyone. Hey. Welcome back to Water and Wine Wednesday. And if you're new here, welcome. It's nice to have you. Nice to meet you. I got my daughter's dog here. Well, bless you. He's over here visiting. I'm doing the grand pet thing. I have my grand pets with me while my children are off doing their thing. But yes, welcome to Water Wine Wednesday. I do have my water. I don't have my wine, but it's close enough if needed. It's in arms, well, in a couple of feet's reach. And I do have XXL guava, I believe, is this one. But yes, anyway. But welcome everyone. I have been gone probably for a week. A lot has been happening in real life, real timing. So I've been dealing with a lot. And with dealing with a lot and going through a healing journey, sometimes it's not always the easiest thing to go through. It doesn't look pretty, and it hasn't been pretty for me. So this one I would like to title and call Dear Journey. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on with my lungs, but we're figuring that out as we go. Um, might have asthma type of thing. I don't know. But anyways, so if my voice goes out, that will be the reason. Because sometimes it comes, sometimes it goes. Um, but yeah. So dear Journey, thank you for being a journey, being, a part of my life, allowing me to understand a lot. Thank you, Journey. Thank you. But Journey, just a little bit here, I want to make sure I say, you could have told me, that I was going to cry a lot, You could have told me that I would, have to distance myself from a lot of people. You could have told me, but it's okay, Journey. It's okay. I do know it right now in the month of June, Pride Month. Yes, Pride. This is my, I guess, second. Me and my spouse been together like almost 3 years. So I've been out like almost 3 years, I guess. But I've never really celebrated Pride, never been to a Pride event or anything like that. And I do want to experience that. I do think right now it's going to have to be baby steps because I am also recovering from trauma and PTSD and things like that from the accident. Oh, which reminds me, the accident. I know a lot of you all have questions and I'm here to answer them. So, a lot of people have asked, where have I been? What am I talking about? What accident? And I'll try to post the pictures that I do have. But me and my spouse was in a one-car accident, and I was exited from my sunroof. I had a Jaguar F-Pace 2020. And because I didn't know what was going on in my spouse's head, you know, I was really unsure of what would happen. So when I guess the accident happened, I was already out of it. I ejected from the sunroof, and then the car, I guess, flipped over me or something, and then I woke up in a hospital trying to take the tubes out because I didn't know what happened. And I was informed that people were told that they couldn't speak to me because I had a lawyer about the accident and things like that, which wasn't true because I wanted to tell my family what was going on. So, because it was fresh apparently at that time. And now nothing is fresh. I don't even remember the accident at all. Um, and it's just a lot of the things that happened about it. My spouse went to another hospital. I had to be airlifted to Gainesville. And once I was there, they put me in in the cancer unit for the ICU. And I guess at sometimes I was coherent, but the pain was so much that I couldn't bear it. And so they had to keep me asleep and on the breathing machine or the ventilator because of my lung and things like that. Because I guess when I was ejected, something punctured my lung. And something also happened with my foot. And we're going through that process to find out how we can get things better. Yeah, so that is a journey to go through. And it was my spouse. I love my spouse, and it's Pride Month, as I said, so I'm ready. My spouse is non-binary, and I felt like I had to kind of be in the closet a little bit because of my family and the way they look at this particular lifestyle. They would consider it a sin, and to me, if it's a sin, all sins are equal, and we all sin almost every day. Nobody's perfect. So why is this sin so dire that I have to be treated a particular way? But again, that's all part of the journey. That's why it's like, dear journey, like, yeah, no, you could have told me I was gonna go through this. Maybe I would have did it another way, And that was a thing. I did say at one point in my life that I knew I liked women. I knew that. And I said to a friend of mine, I said, I believe once my parents pass on, I'm going to be free and I'll be able to date a woman and do whatever my heart feels. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do. Like, they wait until their parents are gone and can't judge them anymore. And when that accident happened to me in this journey, that judgment I cared no more about. I don't care about judgment from anyone but the Most High, because He is the only one that will cover me when I need to be covered. He is the only one that will protect me. He was the only one that protected me when I ejected from that sunroof. Like, God is my only judge, and it hurts me that I'm being judged by people that I love wholeheartedly and have done almost anything for, and I'm being judged just because of what I like and who my spouse is. Every relationship have ups and downs, and no matter who you tell what to, they should not judge that person. If that person repents to God, then you treat them like your neighbor. That's what love is. That's how you're supposed to love your neighbor. Your neighbor isn't just the person who lives next to you or is sitting next to you in church. No, your neighbor is literally every individual that you encounter, whether it's a kid, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your husband, your wife, your daughter, your son, your mama, your dad. We're all neighbors to each other. And that's the part of, I feel like, the journey that everyone is missing. Everyone is in their own journey. And once everyone understands that they don't have the judgment over anyone, not even themselves. That's the craziest thing. We don't even have judgment over ourselves. God has all judgment. He is the only one that can judge and say you can go to heaven or hell. That He's the only one. So why do we hold ourselves in our journey, and we hold ourselves and coddle ourselves until everyone else is comfortable with it? No. You stand in your comfortability and make everyone else uncomfortable. That's what Jesus did. Jesus, he did whatever he had to do. He stood in what he believed in. He knew he was the Son of God. He knew it, no shadow of a doubt. He knew. So no matter, oh, you're not the king. You're not the son of the king. You're not the... Jesus, look, who are you to tell me I'm not? Do you know who my daddy is? Bye. Be gone. I ain't got time for that foolishness. And that's how you have to treat people. Literally. If God is the only judge, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, the Most High, whatever you want to call him, if God is the only judge, then what makes it better for you to judge me or anyone else for what we're doing on earth? That's not going to help me want to change. Be like, oh, you judging me. Oh, then your God don't like me. What kind of journey I need to be on? I need to be on a lying journey? I need to lie how I feel every day? That's not God-like. I need to not show love to my parents and my siblings and my neighbors and my friends. No, that's not God-like. If they choose, hey, I want to be homosexual, I still got to love them the same way. I want to choose not to be homosexual, I still have to love them. I want to be heterosexual, I have to love everybody the same way. I have to forgive them just like I was forgiven. 70 times 7. You've forgiven me. So what makes you think that during your journey you can judge and he gonna be like, oh, come on. Yeah, you was judging down there, so come on. You was being a good judge. Come on. Yeah. Come on in heaven. That's what God gonna say. He gonna say you was being a good judge of other people? No. God gonna be like, what was you doing? What was your actions? What was your part in it? You have to look at you. Because he is the only one who's going to be able to be like, yes, come walk in the gates of heaven. Come praise me forever in my glory. Walk the gold streets. Or get away from me. I do not know you. Just because you want to have a judgmental mindset and a judgmental soul, because judgment comes from the enemy, because you're judging either because you want to be like, because you're jealous. You're judging for a reason, and the reasons are of the enemy. God would not give you a reason to judge somebody. He that hath not sinned cast the first stone. That's what they said in the Bible, King James Version. So if you have sinned, how can you in your journey be okay with judging me for my sin? I mean, like, let's be real. There's no way. That doesn't equal God's love at all. Give me a second, you guys. Bear is right here home, like he's all lonely. But Ladybug is under the bed somewhere, so she's not gonna come out and play yet. But anyways, yeah, don't be judgmental. Don't assume that because you feel like you know the Bible and you was taught the Bible, this, that, and the other. If you feel that way, you were taught by a man. Don't trust men. Seek and ye shall find. So that means you go read the word and you find out for yourself. Because there are plenty of scriptures where I did see homosexuals are not allowed in heaven. But there are also scriptures that tells you where they weren't called homosexuals. They were called friends, forever friends, that made covenants with each other, that loved each other. And that is what a spouse is, a husband and a wife, quote unquote, or a wife and a wife, a husband and a husband. I believe it was David and Jonathan made a covenant together. There are plenty covenants. I can't call them right off the top of my head, but use your word. Use Google. Don't take my word. Don't take another person's word for it. Look for God's word for yourself and read it. And if you don't completely understand it, ask God, can you explain what this means to me? Because it does seem like this is a homosexual type of relationship. And if it's not, why are all these things that way? And you're telling us homosexuals aren't allowed in the kingdom of heaven. But the thing about it is, when you read those things about they're not allowed, it's because they were doing evil things. They were murdering, they were raping, they were molesting, they were selling, they were doing a lot that they should not have done. They were forcing people to take it and to be homosexual. They were forcing it. That's not of God, whether that's homosexual or not. Homosexual, heterosexual, that is not of God. So God will say no. That's why if you read his commandments, it doesn't say anything about homosexuals. But it does state, I'll pull that up. Let's see. 10 commandments right here. All right. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. And let me stop right there. It says this commandment forbids giving false testimony or spreading lies about others. So, thou shalt not bear false witness. Okay? So, you shouldn't be spreading lies about other people or giving false testimonies. Okay? That's the 10 Commandments. All right, let's get to the next one. All right. Thou shalt not have no other gods. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not make idols. Thou shalt not give false testimony. And thou shalt keep Sabbath holy. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 commandments, okay? None of these commandments that I just read say anything about homosexuals, thou shalt not. None of them. So why is society so judgmental against homosexual living if that's not even one of the 10 commandments that God requires, right? God wants us to follow these. Because if you actually look at it, the homosexuals actually are more loving. They're more giving. They're open. They talk to everybody. Versus the heterosexuals, they're gay. I can't talk to them. Oh, no, my children can't be around this. Oh, my children can't watch that. Why? They're human beings that God created. And God is sharing a gift through them. God gave them a gift to share to everyone, including you and me. Like, everybody's journey is different. The music playing on my thing right now, Elevate Your Mind. Oh my gosh.
I just wanna elevate your mind, meditate and shine. Elevate your mind, ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind, meditate and shine. Elevate your mind, elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra, elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra, elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra, elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra.
This is a song that I literally listen to every single day, maybe more than once a day. And it's part of my Grateful Morning playlist because literally I want to elevate my mind more than what it is right now. I want to go as high as God wants me to go on this earth. Like, I have already withheld myself in every single way possible. I held my sexuality. I held my openness. I held my heart. I held everything, my time. I held everything away to please other people so that other people won't hold theirs away. And I'm like, wait, what about me? Come on, journey. But I had to have that type of journey to comprehend and understand how important it is to elevate your mind, to open up your heart chakra so you can actually see the love that God has and that He created for everybody to enjoy. Oh my God, it's like, is that euphobia, euphoric, something like that? It is the most amazing feeling to have God's love, no matter how people come at you. And it's a situation recently that I felt like somebody came at me the wrong way. And I'm like, wait, you're asking me this, but if you look at it, no matter what, I kept it professional. I paid my money. You knew I paid my money because I stated it. And it's like, you're upset because you said you didn't even have to pay me. Okay, but I wanted to keep it professional. I didn't want it to be any blurred lines anywhere. But it's okay. I'm still going to bless you like I normally do. Every time. But it's like, why are people so closed off and so broken and so unhealed? Like, come on. Let's heal on. Let's literally help heal each other. And people are so closed off to not even wanting to understand what healing is because they want to point the finger. They don't want to point the finger at themselves. They want to point the finger at everybody else instead of them. Like, what? And I was like that. Literally, I was like that. I was pointing the finger at everybody else on why my life was how my life was. Me taking care of my sister, me taking care of my parents, me help raising my nephews and nieces, me helping my sisters and brothers out. I was busy blaming everybody else. And it was really all my fault because I didn't have boundaries. I should have cut it off. Like, no. But my heart was too good for that. My heart was too pure. And I was too naive. I was really wholeheartedly naive that literally everyone will love me the same way I love them. And that is a lie. In this world on earth, no one will love you the same way you love them because they don't understand how to put their pride and ego to the side enough to give you a heart and a soul that God gave them. That love, that nurture, that caregiver, that friend, that lover, that everything. Like, God put that in people. God put that in every single individual, but to give it in the way they know how. But people are afraid to tap into that healed version because it brings up all that unhealed trauma. You gonna have to bring it up, baby. Come on, bring up that unhealed trauma. It's okay. Let her cry. Protect her. Let me see what I am just said. I am at this moment, right here, right now, all is well. Y'all don't know what I've been through. And all this week. And all. From being sick to literally feeling like I cannot get up out the bed because my back and my foot hurt that bad, to so much not knowing if my rent was gonna get paid, not knowing how I'm gonna get this, like, and then I have nobody to talk to but God. Yes, I'm married. I can talk to my spouse right now. My spouse is dealing with some things they need to deal with, and I understand that process. I do. I took a vow before God and I believe a judge, and I took it in with my spouse. So I'm going to ride that vow out until God tell me no more. Because my flesh got reasons to jump. My flesh, ready, letting me know. But God say, no, not yet. Your job is not done. Okay, Jesus. Okay, God. All right. Lead the way. Because I don't want you to be no co-pilot. I don't want you to be no passenger. I don't want you to be no backseat rider. I want you right front and center. I want you to have the wheel. Have the whole car, the wheels, the windows, the windshield wipers, the lights, the brakes, the everything. God, I want you to have it. Because I can't do it. My flesh gonna jump. Come on, God. I need you to tap in. I tap God in. Y'all know that, ain't that the wrestling move when they be doing the little double team and stuff? Tap your partner in. Yeah, tap God in. When you can't handle some shit, tap God in. Tap him. Tap him fucking in. Do it. Like it ain't no tomorrow. You going, oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna make it to work today. Come on, God. Tap in. I bet you get to work once you tap him in. Oh, God. I ain't got no motherfucking money for no kids, food, no nothing. Tap God in. Tap him in. I bet you find something to eat for that night. And probably for a few more. Them blessings gonna come like it ain't nothing once you learn how to tap God on in. That ain't nothing but God, because that wasn't even on my agenda at all. Literally, is so much I in my flesh want to say and do, but my soul and my spirit is so connected with the Most High. I can't. Because I see it. I literally see every time I tap God in. I see the miracles. I see the blessings. I see everything he said he would do. Every single time I doubt, I literally tap God in. And I let it go. I let it go. I don't hurt the way I used to hurt. I don't. My heart hurts for a lot of reasons, especially when it comes to family. My heart hurts. But God said, no more. That's okay. It's all right. Let that go. Let that go. And it be hard as fuck, y'all. And I curse for a reason. I curse because when I have a conversation with God, I don't curse at God. I don't I don't curse at God. I don't remember the phrase use his name in vain and things like that. I don't do that. And I don't do it because it's not in me. When I use profanity, a lot of the time it's because my emotions have already been expressed and ignored. So, okay, I'm going to try again. And then when you come at me like it's me, that's when my feelings get testy. And God hasn't healed me from that quite yet. You know, so he working on me. But listen, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say because God gave me a mouth and a words to use the fucking words I want to use. So I believe damn is in the Bible. I believe hell is in the Bible. So like, what's the problem? Because you choose not to use these things doesn't mean the next person doesn't have to use them when they're talking to you. Professionally, cool. It is very unprofessional to use profanity. It is when you are in a professional meeting and professional setting and it is business conversation. But when it is not business conversation and you're tapping into your ego and you want to jump like you a big dog, baby, God my big dog. So whatever the fuck I got to say, I'ma fucking say it. And God gonna stand 10 toes down. I can guarantee it. Because no matter how I say my truth is my truth. And my truth is always given with proof. So, I mean, I don't know. People need to really be accepted for them and their unhealedness and their journeys of the unhealed. And hopefully in the journey, in your unhealedness, you'll realize that you are unhealed and want to come out of it. It's hard to come out. It is not easy. I literally have a calendar, a weekly planner, weekly, to tell me what I need to do every single day of that week. I don't have it written on there now because I erased it. But, and then my daughter wrote on it. So I didn't want to erase her writing yet. But anyway, but I have to write what I do daily. And I also have to write like AM or PM. And I do my grateful morning playlist. Like as soon as I wake up, I say, okay, I know I'm going to have to get in the mood to get out this bed. So let me turn on my TV, talk to it, pull up YouTube, grateful morning playlist on YouTube Music. And play that playlist. And then I'm like, okay, as I'm getting up, I roll on out. I say, do I need to use the bathroom? If I don't, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and get on my knees and pray. If I got to use the bathroom, I use the bathroom. I start my prayer in there, you know? And then I come out and I still be praying. Now I'm like, all right, God, what we going to do next? Are we going to find some clothes? Are we going to brush our teeth? What you want me to do, Lord? You know, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm really not feeling the day. Today I feel like I got to be happy and I don't want to be. And me and God be sitting there talking. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I got to be happy because I already know the end. And the end is going to be happiness. So let me go ahead and start now. Literally, that's how I talk to myself in the morning. Every morning. And then I put on my clothes. I take my walk. I play my grateful morning playlist starting out there too. And I be out there dancing, and so I be semi twerking. The twerking I can do, I do all of that, and people speak to me. I speak to everybody, and some people look at me like, "Why is this girl just dancing out here?" I be dancing to every type of music: country, southern, rap, gospel, anytime, and all music is on my playlist. Okay, all of it, and I enjoy it. And then every time I go, I meet people. I met, I believe, a 70 something year old man. I helped him put his trash cans up and stuff like that. I met a 90, oh my goodness, a 90-year-old grandmother walking with her cane, and me and her just chatted it up like we were best friends. And she was like, "Oh my goodness, I wish I could run like you." I said, "Grandma, I can't run right now." Oh my, she thought I could run because she saw me walking. And I'm like, "Grandma, no, I should be walking with one of those too, probably. But, I'm just walking." But meeting her and looking at how happy she was at 90 and vibrant. And she be like, "Yeah, I go all," she walk farther than I do. I'm like, "Dang, grandma, I need to get my game up, okay? All right." So that's why I take my little asthma pump on the walks now, because I got to pump up to go a little further, because grandma, I feel like she checking me. Like, wait a minute now. All right. But no, it's a journey. It is a journey. And journeys do not look pretty. And speaking to that grandmother, I told her she looks fabulous to be 90. She said, "Baby, when I was young, I used to be able to drive." I said, "Drive what, Granny?" Oh my gosh, I got to hear her stories. I do. I have to hear her stories, because she also asked me about my spouse and stuff like that. And then there's another mother here, in her 60s, I believe, or 70s. Like, it's so many people that have God's love in their journey, and they just give it freely. And I didn't know that, because I closed myself off thinking if you wasn't in church or going about life a certain way, you ain't with God. And I basically had to almost lose my life to figure out, nah, that's not true. Look at all these people. Life is so beautiful. Life is so free. Life is just so loving. Oh my gosh. The things I went through this week, like, I at least tried to find a good thing out of everything that happened. If it was something bad, hey, at least this didn't happen. At least we're alive today. At least we got a chance to make it today, to redo what didn't get a chance to do yesterday. At least God given us that much. Oh, we can move our feet. Thank you, Jesus, because some people can't do that. Oh, we can actually open our eyes and see stuff. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus, because some people can't do that. Oh my goodness, I can breathe on my own. Lord, thank you. Because some people can't do that shit either. I was one of them. Lord. Life is a journey. Life is a journey. And I love the journey I went through. I would do my journey all over again if I had a choice. If I had to redo my life, I would do my journey all over again. Because my journey got me to a place of understanding who God is and what God's love really is about, and how it should be shown and given. Because you can't just give it. You also have to receive it. So you have to see it and also give it to receive it. So that means people have to give it to you. That's how you see it. People giving you something so you can give back. That's God's love, and it's so amazing. It is so beautiful. It is the best feeling that I could ever imagine. And me understanding that even though me and my spouse is in the place where we're at currently, like, I know God's love is in that because of the good days. And God keep telling me certain things. I can't share with you all what God tells me, but God keep telling me certain things. So God keeps saying, I got you. I got you. Say, all right, God, whatever you say, because it's out of my hands. I can't live for other happiness anymore. I can't do that. Other people's happiness, I can't do. I can't put down my happiness just so you can be happy. So God telling me, just keep doing your thing. God literally put me in this space for a reason. It's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. You ever come? Okay. You hear the people downstairs moving stuff. But, yeah. God does everything and gives us love and things for a reason. So, yeah. We have to show his love to everybody because that's actually what he wants. He wants us to share his love so that way people can understand why they should go to heaven. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining, you guys. Again, this episode was Dear Journey. I am still on my healing journey, my love journey, my generational breaking trauma journey. All my journeys I am still on. And they're not easy. They don't look pretty. And people may not, they may laugh because I forgot the song. But people may laugh at me. Stop. So, chill. So that's the thing. He just a lick of my little finger. But, yeah, people laugh at me. And think that it's a game or think that I am not in a certain place mentally. And that's not the case at all. I'm actually in the best place I can ever be at mentally. And even the professionals agree. They can't wait for me to heal even more than I currently am. And they're like, I'm more healed than I was when I first met them. That's the craziest part. And I met them before I met my spouse. So it can't be my spouse is the reason. But anyway, but thanks for joining Water Wine Wednesdays. I hope to see you all next Wednesday. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, let me know what you think. Anything, any questions, anything you may have. Just talk to me. We can go through this journey together. I am also a life coach. So we can do that as well. I got a lot of things going on. And I'm also going to do like a raffle or a lottery of some sort for Water Wine Wednesdays merch. So I got some things in the works, you guys. I can't wait to share it. I can't wait for you all to see it and everything. But thanks for joining. And if no one has told you, I love you, I love you, I love you the way that God does. And make sure you do something for yourself. I want to make sure I start that. Do something for yourself first before you do anything for anybody else. It doesn't matter who that other person is. If waking up and listening to music makes you smile, do that. If going in the bathroom and listening to the music makes you, whatever it is that makes you and God smile, do that and watch how the rest of your life in that day changes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you all to at least explore this healing journey. Like, God is really ready to heal us. And I think I read and heard something where be careful about getting advice from unhealed souls. We got to be careful about getting advice, period. Because we're all unhealed. We are all unhealed from something. Because no one is perfect. No one on this earth is perfect. So we all are unhealed. So it's like whatever made that point of advice from unhealed people, we all are unhealed. You just might be healed in a different part of your journey than me. That don't mean you can't get advice from me. You can get advice from me in the journey that I've already healed from. You know? You can get advice from me from an area I haven't healed from, but I know the healing process and what it should look like. So I can give you that advice. And then once you see your life starts to change, oh, that advice was right. Because it's not really from an unhealed soul. It's from a healed soul. It's just coming from unhealed flesh, which we all are. So, but hey, that's a subject for another day. Again, I love you. All your unhealedness, my unhealedness, and your healedness as well. But definitely, I love you. I love you. I love you. Do something.